So this ingredient is actually used in medicine that is prescribed like by doctors to help be your best, you can do it, be your best. Bio means beauty in Japanese. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello. And if you're coming back, thank you. Also, if you can see the mess in my room, don't worry about it. So yeah, today I want to tell you about some skincare that would help you get through the winter months. But before that, let me introduce myself. So my name is Laura and I've been living in Japan for 10 years. And this year in May, I passed the Japanese cosmetic license test. Basically what that means is that I studied this in Japanese. I'm not a medical professional in any kind of way, but I did study about beauty and stuff in Japanese. So hopefully I want to use that information to help you be your best. Anyway, before we get into the video, I just want to mention right quick that I do have a YesStyle code. So if there's anything that you want to purchase on YesStyle and there's no other creator that you want to use their, like, what is it called? Product, beauty code, whatever, then you can find the link down below in the description box and the code is BOBEST9 and you will get a little bit of a discount. I'll get a little bit of a kickback. So yeah, let's just get into today's video. So before we get into the products and stuff, let's get into why do we get dry. So the oversimplification of this is, so as the weather gets colder, obviously the temperature goes down and so does the humidity. So this helps to cause a decrease in our sebum production. Our sebum is that natural oil that our skin produces. And so despite all the trouble that sebum might give us when it's produced in excess, like having a decent amount helps to keep our face nice and moisturized. So the amount of water in our skin also goes down as it gets colder. So think of it like this. Our skin has like these layers. The layers are not only to protect our water from escaping, but also from outside gunk and stuff from getting into us. So like the example that is often used is that our skin, like you can think of like the keratinocytes, I think that's what them call them. Those are like the bricks, and then in between those is the 細胞間脂質, which is the intercellular fatty lipids. And so think of it like bricks. So you have like the cells are like the bricks, and then the stuff in between is the mortar. If you're thinking of a house, obviously you want stuff in between to be nice and filled in, and you want the bricks to be nice and firm as well. But I have a better example. So think of a meta lasagna. And if you're like, what's a meta lasagna? Think of like, instead of it being brick of like a house, each thing is a thing of lasagna. And then in between the lasagna to hold together the giant meta lasagna, you just have more lasagna pasta sauce. You get where I'm going with this? So yeah, if you leave the lasagna out and then on top of the lasagna you have obviously the layer of lasagna, whatever that lasagna sheet is called. If you leave that out overnight, the next day it's gonna be like, it's gonna be all shriveled up. And so then the shriveled up, then that'll leave like gaps and stuff for the water inside of the pasta sauce that's holding all the other little lasagnas to go through. And then you're just gonna have dry, crusty, and possibly moldy lasagna. So yeah, maybe that was not the best example, but essentially the winter causes us to get dry and we lose more moisture than we already are losing on a regular basis. So how can we help our skin? So I like to think of simplifying the process of helping our skin in 3 ways. So number 1 would be fill, number 2 would be protect, and number 3 would be special attack. Or if you've ever played Super Smash Bros. Melee, it'd be like the C-stick. So you're pulling out a C-stick move on them, you feel me? So for the fill, sorry, I'm over here laughing at my own jokes. So for the fill part, we would want to supplement the stuff that we already have in our skin. So these would be ingredients like amino acids, and amino acids are natural moisturizing factors that are found in our skin, and they help to keep the skin looking smooth and feeling hydrated. Ceramides. So this would be part of the 細胞間脂質, or again, the intercellular lipids, and then this is the mortar or the pasta sauce that holds together the lasagna bricks of our face. There are others, but these are going to be the 2 focuses of this video. Then for protect, we have Vaseline. So Vaseline creates a strong barrier and it'll help, you know, to keep not only the moisture sealed in, but also like the cold and stuff like from attacking your face too much. So Dr. Dray also mentioned to use sunscreens with zinc oxide in this shot right here.
And zinc oxide sunscreens likewise can help act as a barrier to protect your skin from getting desiccated and destroyed from cold winter wind.
But if it has a lot of zinc oxide, just keep in mind there's gonna be a chance that it's gonna be a white cast, but also we need to pick our battles. So just keep that in mind. And last, for the special attack, we have things like heparin類似物質, or in English it would be called a heparin-like substance. So by the way, I didn't come up with the heparin-like substance translation myself. I found it actually on this YesStyle review and I thought this was really good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this, because otherwise in Japanese, when I look up heparin類似物質 eigo or like heparin類似, or like heparin-like substance in English, then it just gives me heparinoid, and I didn't like it. It never really like made perfect sense. So Yes, thank you so much for this YesStyle person who reviewed that. By the way, this video is not sponsored by YesStyle. I just have an affiliate code, that's all. So anyway, it helps with moisturizing the skin by holding onto water. It helps with increasing blood flow, which can apparently help with wound repair. And it also has anti-inflammatory properties. And I actually have a lot more to say about this freaking ingredient and products that have this ingredient, but you know, as always, that's another video for another day. And also a word of note with this product though, heparin boost functions in a similar fashion to heparins. So heparins are used to keep the blood from clotting. So they're anticoagulants. So if you have any kind of like medical condition that cause you to like bleed easily, this would be a product that you should consult with your doctor before using, or just potentially stay away from them. So remember, I'm not a doctor or a medical professional in any kind of way, but the site that I was using to look up this product, Daiichi Sankyo, is by Daiichi Sankyo, and then they mentioned that. So I was like, okay, you know, they're trying to cover their butt, I'm gonna try and cover my butt. Another special attack ingredient is rice powder number 11. And so this ingredient is created by Yushin Shuzo. And so the rice powder number 11 helps your skin to make its own ceramide. So now that we have an idea of what ingredients can help give our skin a fighting chance, so let's take a look at what J-Beauty products we can use for the upcoming colder months. So Curel is, I think, one of the more popular and well-known J-Beauty brands outside of Japan. So the parent company is Kao, and one of the things that they're well known for is their Giji Ceramido, or their pseudo ceramides. And so these are ceramides that have shape that is similar to the ones that are in our skin. In terms of advantage though, the Hitogata Ceramido, or the person shaped ceramide, are the closest in shape to the one in our skin, but the Giji Ceramido are also well known for strengthening the skin barrier at pretty affordable costs. So their slogan essentially is Cureru, with sensitive dry skin in mind. And they have a butt ton of different like skincare lines. So it's like they're all Cureru, but they have like different types that they focus on. So their most popular, I would say, is probably the moisture line, which I do believe that most, if not all, the products feature ceramides. They also have a brightening skincare line that is supposed to help with the prevention of spots and freckles, but keep in mind that this does not have their famed ceramides actually. So the moisturizing ingredient in this brightening line is yukari ekisu, or eucalyptus extract. And I'm sure a lot of people might think like, oh no, they have like fragrance in it and it'll irritate my skin. And obviously, like, we're all skin individuals. What works for me might not work for thee. What might irritate me might not irritate you. But I looked into it, and yukari ekisu is actually supposed to help improve barrier function by promoting ceramide production. So while this line doesn't have ceramides, it still has ingredients to help you out with the fill function of, you know, getting that good stuff into your skin to keep you, you know, be able to fight the cold. Next up is Minon. So Minon, I would say, is another pretty well-known brand that focuses on providing moisture through amino acids. So just like Curel, their products are also marketed as being for sensitive skin. Also similar to Curel, they have various lines, including the line with a focus on dry skin, one for acne-prone skin, and one for aging skin. So regardless of the line, they have 9 types of amino acids, and I believe all the products, since that, yeah, that's what is like on the Amazon page. It's like, this is shared, what is it, Zen line Kyoyu, which means it's shared across all the lines. So their pink line, which is their Console Hada line, or the dry skin line, has the most variety of products, featuring various washes, toners, emulsions, and even like products in spray bottles and masks. So for the green line, the active ingredients are anti-inflammatory, and it starts with a go. So yeah, if you've been following this channel for a while, I'm sure you know what's up. You know, our boy Dapatas and glycerin. And then this other ingredient, this character I can't read, amino capurone-san, which is also an anti-inflammatory ingredient. So the aging care line also has 9 amino acids, along with acetyl hexapeptido 38, or acetyl hexapeptide 38. So on this site, Rikara, this ingredient is written to have moisturizing properties and also to help with fat accumulation. And I'm sure you're like, what? Why would I want that? So one of the reasons why we look older as we get older is because we actually lose volume in not only our bones, but also in the fat like pockets or whatever in our face. So this ingredient could potentially help with that, you know, the volume loss from the fat that is leaving our face. But of course, when it comes to cosmetics, like, I know that Doctorly posted a really interesting chart that they said there was like a graph, and after some point it's like, okay, cosmetics will help up to here, and then after here just kind of plateaus, and if you want anything more than that, then you're gonna have to get cosmetic procedures done. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't just expect that to be like, oh, I'm gonna put this on and look like a baby. Probably not. Anyway, on the product description, it's listed that while they do use acetyl hexapeptido 38 for the regular skincare products, For the aging line, if my sleuthing is correct, because I had to, this was in like fine print, and then I had to look up some stuff. So if my sleuthing is correct, then the aging care ingredient in any iyakubugai-hin or any quasi-drug product, so it's an aging care line product and it's an iyakubugai-hin, it'll be written on the package. The anti-aging ingredient in that iyakubugai-hin product for this line will not be acetyl-hexapeptido 38, but rather yashi yushi shibosan kasui-bunkai collagen kalium or potassium cocolyl hydrolyzed collagen. So this ingredient is also called kokoiru kasui-bunkai collagen K, kalium. K is for kalium. Based on this explanation from the cosmetic ingredients site, a mixture of kokoiru kasui-bunkai collagen K, water, and glycerin make up an ingredient called hazumi hada. Hazumu means tuba, and what does firm skin do? It bounces like a bouncy house at your cousin's 5th birthday party. So, and the description of the ingredients say that it helps to promote collagen production and stimulate the Senga saibo. Senga saibo are fibroblasts. These are the guys that make collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid in your skin. So, not gonna lie, we got really sidetracked. But essentially, yes, Minon can help you combat the harsh winter dryness with its amino acids. Speaking of amino acids, next up is Kikumasamune. So I actually already have a video, the ultimate jbeauty shopping guide, I think, that where I go into this video in depth. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details here, but essentially they are a Japanese sake based skincare brand that says that they provide moisture through amino acids and some ceramides. Oh, hold up. I've actually been using their toner for several months now, and I'm really sad because we're getting towards the end. And look, I've mentioned before, the constants in my life are skincare and Jesus. And for the last 6 months, it's been Jesus and this toner. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no husband. I ain't got no pets. I have this toner and we're almost done. So I'm very sad. But anyway, yeah, so this toner was really nice. I think I mentioned it in the other one, and it's very like watery. I don't know if you could see, it just fell down, but it's very shaba is like watery. And yeah, this was like for less than 1,000 yen, and it's just ginormous warmest. And it has, I think it has 3, oh gosh, I can't see my freaking contacts. Okay, we have 1, 2, okay, so we got 2 ceramides, and then we have amino acids here, yeah. And it also has glutathione. So, good stuff. Yeah, so I think it provides a decent amount of moisture. For me, my skin is very dry, so I can't just like put this on and then put a cream on and go. I usually like to use other products in between, like a serum and also a emulsion, but to each his own, you know, you could try and see what works for you. From the Kikumasamune brand though, what I really want to try is the emulsion, the cream, and the serum. And I'm not necessarily sure that I want to try them all 3 at the same time because their only focus is moisture. I do want to try those on a separate occasion. So yeah, as I mentioned in that video, this product does have fermented rice liquid, aka sake, aka alcohol. So just keep that in mind if you have sensitive skin, because I have heard people saying on TikTok that they were like, oh yeah, like this didn't work for me because I have sensitive skin. Speaking of sensitive skin, we have Cera. Terrible segue actually, because this brand is not actually marketed for sensitive skin like Minon and Curel that actually specifically say like, hey, you know, we got your sensitive skin back. It's actually marketed for dry skin, but my boy who don't know him, my boy Kazunosuke, well, I'm really animated today, oh my gosh, is always going off about this brand. He's been talking about this brand for years, and I believe that he has atopy or ectopic dermatitis, and he shares products with his followers specifically for people with sensitive skin. So that's a long way to say that Cera has ceramides. Anyway, so yeah, remember that's like the lasagna bricks. In between the lasagna bricks, we have the pasta that's holding together the metal lasagna. Yeah, the ceramides would be what's in the lasagna pasta in the middle. So for the Cera, they have 8 different types of ceramides, and of the 8, there is an ingredient complex. So it's like not just one, it's like, you know, I think it's like 2 ingredients that make up the Hakko Ceramido Plus or fermented ceramide plus. Wait, G hydroxy lignoceroidus phytosphingosine and ceramide 6-2. So these 2 ingredients in this complex help to support your skin barrier by helping your skin with its ceramide production. So kind of like give a man to fish, feed him for a day, or teach him to make his own ceramide, and then he will start a corporation to figure out how to make as much money as humanly possible, not as humanely as possible. Is that too much? So anyway, this product helps with giving our skin the ceramides to help beef up that mortar, the pasta sauce that's holding our meta lasagna together. So, but it also seems to assist with the skin creating its own mortar in between these bricks to help keep the moisture in. So from Cera, I have tried the cream and I really liked it, and right now I'm actually also using the new eki or the emulsion. This this guy right here. And I have a little bit, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we're gonna get an early review. The two gripes that I have with this is one, the like product will sometimes get like a little bit kind of like stuck in here. Not stuck, but like because of the texture, it just kind of dries out. So sometimes when I'll put it out, then like the little cap at the end will come out. I'll just usually rub that at the back of my hand, and then the rest I'll just put it on my face. But that is gripe number one. And gripe number two is the fact that the bottle gets a little crusty, but that's on me, isn't it? Because I should clean my bottle. So I just let y'all know I'm crusty. Anyway, other than that, I really like it. Okay, so next we have the SFX. So this brand, just like Curel, is marketed as being for sensitive and dry skin. So it says that here on their box in English. So their main hydrating ingredients are amino acids, hyaluronic acid, and aceramide. I say aceramide because it's not ceramides, it's not multiple, it's just one. So I actually haven't tried any of the SFX products on my face. I've only tried them on the back of my hand when I go to like Matsumoto Kiyoshi or Kokokara Fine. So those products are sold exclusively at the stores. They're produced with, I believe, Matsumoto Kiyoshi. And Tina Tanaka Harris has talked about this product before on her channel. And I know that she talked about this video here, and I feel like she talked about it in other videos before, but I couldn't remember which ones they are and I couldn't find it. So I'm only gonna link the most recent one down below. They don't have nearly as many products as like Curel or even Minon, but that's kind of nice because then I think the shopping experience won't be overwhelming. Anyway, these products are pretty affordable and they will give your skin a fighting chance during the winter. So that's totally another brand I would recommend looking into. So with that, we'll move on to the next section, which is Protect. But for Protect, since it's mostly Vaseline and sunscreens with zinc oxide, we're just gonna skip over that and just go into the special attack items. So for special attack, the one brand that I do want to highlight is Carte HD, which is a brand that features heparin booster or the heparin-like substance as usually their main active ingredient. So as mentioned earlier, heparin booster helps with moisturizing and has anti-inflammatory properties as well. So this ingredient is actually used in medicine that is prescribed like by doctors to help treat dryness. And I actually posted a short that goes into the drama behind this ingredient because they be drama with this ingredient. So apparently some doctor says somewhere that like the 300 yen medicine that you can get with like using health insurance, that this ingredient is worth more than some of those creams that you can get out there when you be spending hundreds of dollars worth. So people ended up buying this product using insurance, but not for like health purposes, for like cosmetic purposes. So this put pressure on the health system, on the Japanese healthcare system, to the tune of $6 million. I'm not talking about like, yeah, $6 million. So I believe that during that kerfluffle, then companies, I think it was like Maru something, some company, they started working together with a cosmetic company, like a cosmetic ingredient company. I think it was Kosei, I could be wrong. But yeah, so people, they did that so that people could get this product easier and to like not continue to put pressure on the health insurance system. Anyway, Carte HD has a nice array of products. I've only ever tried their foam wash, and the foam wash does not have heparin booster or this heparin-like substance as their active ingredient. The active ingredient is our boy gurichirurichisanjikarium. I usually don't wash my face in the mornings because I have very dry skin, but like even when I would use this product, my skin wasn't dry. And then I would also use it in the evening sometimes for a double cleanse, which is also something that I don't usually do, again because my skin is very dry. But even then, like this product never dried my skin out. So, and it doesn't even have the heparin booster in it. So I'm very interested in trying the products that do have heparin booster in them. In addition to the regular line, which is for dry skin, they also have the green version of the line, which will have heparin booster. But this is for people with acne prone skin, so the textures generally tend to be lighter. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Do you have any products that you were interested in trying? Oh my gosh, I'm running out of battery. Okay, so my camera lied to me and it was like, you're running out of battery. And then when I turned off the thing, it was like, oh no girl, you fine. I'm like, okay. Anyway, but yeah, basically that's it for today's video. Please let me know in the comment section what products either you would want to try or what products you have tried before. It's interesting just for me who loves skincare. I love reading your comments and seeing like, oh, what you guys use or what your experience was with that. But also, yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So right now, I guess before we, end the video, right now I'm actually using this cream, the Shiseido. So the Shiseido by Aqua Label. I don't remember that I talked about the cream, but I do remember that I've talked about this line before in another video somewhere here. Yeah, the product is not bad. The active ingredient is this in this is 4-MSK, which helps with skin brightening. It's a gel, so the texture is, as I'm sure you can see, very like watery. So it's not a bad product, but for me who has very, very dry skin for the winter, this is not enough. But I'm also kind of torn on like, I do want to finish, like I'll show you how much, like this is how much I got left. I'm almost finished using it. So I kind of want to try and use a different product for the winter. But also, since I started incorporating this into my, because I didn't have this, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and my skin was like, girl, we ain't doing so good. But then I incorporated this with, you know, the 8 different types of ceramides, and like it also has like nano Vaseline that they emulsified it in a specific way that is, I think it's like 1/30th the size of our canna or our pores. So it's all to say it's very, very tiny sized Vaseline. And yeah, ever since I started doing this, this has really helped out my skin a lot. But again, I would like, you know, I really like going in with the moisture in the winter. Like, what else is the point? So I don't know. But yeah, so a bunch of the products that I mentioned today are actually found in YesStyle, and including Carte HD, which I wasn't expecting them to have it on there, but they did, and I was very surprised. So if you would like to shop and again get a little bit of discount and I get a little bit of kickback, then that would be great. And thank you so much for everyone who has used my code, and for anyone who is thinking about using my code. But also, like, if you don't need it, you don't need it. Like, don't be purchasing stuff that you don't need for no reason, because your time is precious, your money is precious. Like, girl, save that money. I'm in debt. I'm speaking from experience. Save the money, don't waste it. Anyways, as always, I hope you have a good day. Remember, God bless and be honest.リゴヌセロイル、リゴヌセロイル。So G、ヒドロキシ、リゴヌセロイル、フィトスフィンゴシン。G、ヒドロキシ、リゴヌセロイル、フィトスフィンゴシンカチ。